And Western Illinois University has agreed to pay nearly $1 million to one of its former presidents. Dr. Jack Thomas led the school for 8 years before stepping down in 2019. Back then, his departure came with a deal, saying he would get 2 years of leave with a full salary, then have the option to return and teach English. But tonight, Western has replaced that agreement with a new payout, which severs all ties between the university and Dr. Thomas. News 8 Shelby Kluver joins us live from Western's Moline campus with the latest. Shelby.
Yeah, so like you said, that agreement included 2 years where Dr. Thomas wasn't working. Then he could come back here to Western and teach a class for no less than $300,000 a year. Right now, he is the president of a university over in Ohio, but according to board members, he wants to also teach here remotely. The school wants him to do it in person, but that is just a small part of the dispute that led to this $900,000 settlement.
There's no big win here.
It was a painful evening.
And it's a difficult decision. It's a difficult spot.
As Western's Board of Trustees tried to close a 2-year-long chapter.
Every time Dr. Thomas's name comes up, people get upset.
Monday's meeting was about replacing former President Thomas's 2019 exit deal with a new settlement, one that would cost the school $900,000. Only $80,000 of it going to the former president. The rest to a law firm. It was a hard pill to swallow for some.
This is much more money than we have as a university.
But others worried things would only get worse.
If we do not do this, there's going to be a point where we look back and we say we could have gotten out of this for that amount, and now we're down the road and it's costing us far more than this.
The main reason for supporting the move was to protect the school from future lawsuits.
I think we will dodge a bullet if we just settle and close this chapter.
During his tenure as Western's first black president, Dr. Thomas faced what the board called racist behavior.
He was seriously fearful for his life.
Under this new agreement, he can't sue the school for discrimination. It also solves several issues both sides are having with the 2019 deal.
The nature of the assignment, the location of the teaching, the duration of the employment.
By rendering it void. Eventually, almost every trustee agreed to pass the settlement, even begrudgingly.
That's a very uncomfortable yes.
And now Dr. Thomas has at least 21 days to decide if he wants to sign his part of this agreement. Until then, all that Western can do is wait. Jim?
All right, thank you, Shelby. And Moline's mayor says the city's own relationship with Western has had a reboot. You may remember back in February, then Mayor Stephanie Acree criticized the university's enrollment numbers and leadership. Now Mayor Sangeeta Rapati says the conversations between Moline and Western are back on a good track.
Focusing on building relationships and being able to have tough discussions when necessary, that's going to be a lot easier when we have a solid footing of good relationships, regardless of who's at the decision-making table.